the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's the most visited national park in the nation. It's also the favorite hiking destination for our team. As is well known in the hiking community, there has been much confusion in recent court rulings over the filming in the national parks. It's due to this that we've avoided our beloved Smokies. However, today, despite the conflicting reports, we could stay away no longer, and we return to the mountains like none other in the world, the Great Smoky Mountains. Look at that. Bet you can't think of where we are right now. I'll give you a hint. It's the Smokies. I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. You're filming in the national park? Yes, we are. Just a little video. We're not doing anything heavy. We're just gonna go, it's this trail here. I think it's the middle Prong Trail. Super easy, it's an old road. I'm out here just to do some filming, take some pictures. And I'm gonna go find that old Cadillac that's in the woods. Just up the trail here. Mainly here just to film the Smokies in the spring, late spring. Hopefully there's some wildflowers and just the greenness that is the Smokies. And in consulting with other YouTubers and a little bit of research that I've done, because we're not a monetized channel yet, now I've heard people say it doesn't matter if you're monetized or not, but another YouTuber went through the process. He's just a, little channel like us. And he was told by several in the Park Service that we do not require a permit of people. But the Park Service told him that it's just not required for a small little like me, just a dude with a GoPro. They do not require a permit. But those rules are in place for big production companies, and more than one source from more than one national park has said that somebody like us does not need a permit. So here we are, back in the Smokies. And man, we're not alone. Look at all these cars. I thought this was going to be one of those lesser known trails that not so many people would be on, but I'm wrong. But we're not going to do a whole lot of hiking. Just got my backpack because I got camera gear in it. And yeah, heading on the trail. Views like this have been certainly missed. The denseness of the forest in the Smokies are legendary, as are the many streams and rivers. Nature's energies are powerful here, and I was here for it. Holy crap, folks. Look at that. Look at this. still at the trailhead. Okay, be back, y'all. Quiet walkway. Short walk in this easy trail offers close-up views, subtle aromas, and the serene quiet of a protected woodland. You will be walking on in one of the last great wildland areas in the east, but you won't need a backpack or hiking boots. You know I do have that. Take your time, have a seat on a rock or a log bench. This trail has no particular destination, so walk as far as you like and then return. Yes, that's pretty much what we're doing. We're just gonna walk in the woods and take pictures of this amazing, amazing place. Be back.
If you love trees, the Smokies has you covered. There are over 100 native tree species and more than 100 species of shrubs. Altogether, more than 1,600 flowering plant species exist in the Smoky Mountains, and every one of them is bursting with life today. The humidity and the roarings of the nearby streams gave the trail a rainforest feel, and my spirit was soaring. I cannot emphasize enough just how magical it is in the forests of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
You know, it must be because we're in a different climate, but I don't think we were that far. When we were in Cloudland Canyon a week or so ago, all the rhododendron was blooming big time. None of this is. Got rhododendron all over right in this spot. It's getting close, it's getting ready to. But not yet blooming. That's kind of interesting. Because we're not too far from Cloudland Canyon. Check out the stream down there. Like I said, this is an old road from back in the logging days. So this would have been a logging road. There was some coal mining that happened, but not much. It's mostly the logging. There are homesteads, well, if we could find any remnants of it, along here. Look at that right there. And like I said, an old car, Cadillac to be precise, that we're gonna go find. At least try to find it, because it's kind of off the trail. Look at all. I see a bunch of mountain laurel over there flowering. But over here, this whole side, it's all rhododendron. And there's the water. This trail better get close to it. It's been many years since I've been on this trail, so I can't remember if we get close to the river or not, but I hope so. But we will get river shots because we're gonna picnic here in the Smokies before we go into Gatlinburg and have some fun in Gatlinburg. So yeah, trail update, be back.
There's so much to see out here along the Middle Prong Trail. It's pretty close to impossible to capture all the beauty on display around me. Even on a simple trail such as this one, the Smokies will still put on a show and remind you why so many people come here to get a taste of nature's perfection. The Smokies are pretty much the best of the Appalachians, though I may get some argument by those who love Shenandoah or the White Mountains. I guess I'm just a little biased.
Check out that waterfall. Wow. Is this amazing or what? Wow. This is the Smokies, y'all. The Appalachians. I know there are other mountain ranges. There are other mountains. Taller with higher peaks. But nothing can beat this place. There is nothing, no place like the Smoky Mountains. Holy cow! Look at this! Okay, doing some picture stuff, be back.
Was I excited to be back in the Smokies? Maybe a bit. I don't know if you can tell. Nothing gives me greater joy than spending a few moments of my life in the mountains, amidst nature. Places like this always lifts my spirits, even in dark days. I can at least, for a little while, push back troubles and let the mountains do their magic in putting a smile back in my soul. I was smiling wide today.
Another breathtaking spot. Wow. Be back. Another amazing spot. This trail is just typical of a low altitude. So we're not high in the mountains here. We're in the lower elevations. And check this out. Got this on this side. And that down there. And on the other side. Stunning, y'all.
Life is exploding everywhere, even upon the forest blowdowns, which were alive with mosses and mushrooms. Even with death, life is given to the forests. The great circle of life is everywhere.
Man, is this not a scene out of a Bob Ross painting or what? Look at this cool rustic footbridge. Look at that. Even the dead trees full of life. Look at that. Check it out. You got ants eating that crayfish claw. How the heck they got it up here? A bird. I bet you a bird must have had it and the claw fell off and landed there. I bet you that's how that happened. Bird dropped it. Amazing, y'all. Just amazing. Okay, be back. Well, we have located it. And a tree has fallen on it. So this poor Cadillac many years ago when we were here, my son got like a little, probably that bucket right there, and sat in it. Ain't no sitting in it now. So I don't think you could buff this out. I'm gonna go around to the front of it. Oh, there's no way I was, even when I was here last time and the body of the car was still in one piece, I couldn't tell what kind of car it was. It was only after investigating and reading, the Park Service website. So I find out it was a Cadillac. Here's what's left of the hood. I don't think we're going to restore this one. Here's fender. We're not too far off from the trail. It's back that way. Maybe about 30 yards or so. Okay. Do some pictures and scope things out. Be back.
The Earth is approximately 4.6 billion years old. It is a living, breathing, and ever-changing part of the universe. The state of this car, even after a few years since our last visit to it, is a testament on how the Earth is slowly changing the environment around it and slowly engulfing it. Someday, there will be no further evidence of this old car's existence. One thing is sure about the Earth: it doesn't need humanity to continue. The damage we do to the environment endangers our existence, not the Earth's. If we annihilate ourselves, the planet will continue to spin and orbit the sun. Over time, like this old car, there will be little evidence we ever existed.
So aside from the car, there's tons of evidence that people lived in this spot. Probably people that own that car. Man, look at the size of that centipede. Gee, Christmas. It almost looks as big as a small snake. Thorns. But along the several of these down trees all through here, people have placed pieces of dishes, cups, milk bottles. Here's another spot over here. Pieces of metal from buckets and whatever. Probably more pieces of that car. And they've just lined them up on these trees. Oh, here's some cups. There's a coffee cup there. Here's a handle. There's no manufacturer's markings. Well, there's part of one. Something China company right there. Because it would be cool to look up to see if the company who made this China is even still around. You can almost get the manufacturer off that one. Let's step over to this other tree. Of all the pieces that I've looked at, I have not found one that's had a complete manufacturer's stamp on it. And doesn't look like I'm going to have any luck with this batch over here either. There's a bowl. C-A-S-T something. How about this one? These are real plain Jane. I mean, they're just white. This one, well, it was made in Pennsylvania. You'd think it would be on the bottom of this cup. There's no manufacturer stamp at all on the bottom of that cup. I bet you this goes to maybe this side. This one says something China Company, something USA. Okay. Be back. Anyways, we're on our way back. Check this out. Our goal was simply to find the Cadillac. And now we're heading back in the skies. The sun has disappeared. And the skies, from what I could see through the trees, have turned gray. And the weather is supposed to be 80 degrees and nice and sunny, but this is the Smokies. The Smokies has their own weather. I was hiking one time near Clingmans Dome, way up there, and when we were driving to the Smokies that day, it was sunny, but it was brutally hot. I mean, it was super duper hot. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, super sunny. We got up to Clingmans Dome, the parking lot, started hiking, and all of a sudden, here come this storm system. And it poured, it hailed. We had rain gear and stuff that day. I mean, we had all our proper stuff. Not saying we were caught off guard. But what did catch me off guard was the lightning. Yeah, there's no amount of rain gear that's going to protect you from that. We had 2 lightning strikes hit the mountaintop right close to where we were huddling, waiting for the rain to die down. So yeah, things in the Smokies can change on a dime. So, could be what's happening here. Of course, that same day, after we got... Actually, by the time we got back to the parking lot, the weather had pretty much cleared. And when we got back down the mountain into Gatlinburg, it was back to being a hot, sunny day. In fact, if I remember, we drove to Pigeon Forge, called Drenched, and rode the giant Ferris wheel. So anyway, the point is, weather can change at a moment's notice in the Smokies. Hopefully it won't rain, because, you know, I brought picnic stuff. Okay, after we get back to the car, we are going up into the mountains. Via Newfound Gap. And take some nice late spring shots from there. Plus we're going to the picnic spot. So yeah, just because we're heading back doesn't mean things are over. Be back.
We were in no hurry today, and therefore ready to keep exploring the park, even though we were nearing the end of our little hiking adventure. We'd checked out the lower elevations. Now it was time to see things up along the mountain peaks. Sometimes the weather above can be the complete opposite of the weather below. But first, it was time for a little lunch.
No, we just picnicked for lunch. Right beside this river. Here's the picnic table. And here's the river. Very peaceful. Okay, I think we're going to start heading up the mountain. Later, y'all.
We left the picnic area on our way to Highway 441, which would start us up toward Newfound Gap. 441 is a road through the Smokies I've taken many times, and it never ceases to amaze me. The views along the road as you climb higher are simply breathtaking. I did notice many of the higher peaks were draped with low-lying clouds. This raised my excitement level, for I knew the skies above could possibly be amazing.
That's just, wow. Of course, as beautiful as this spot is, it's the unfortunate sight at the beginning of the Gatlinburg fires of 2016. Started as a small forest fire atop of chimney tops there. Affected so many lives. Man, what a stunning place. Okay, be back. We're on our way up the mountain, and look at these views. Wow. The Smokies are really living up to their name. Okay, be back. Newfound Gap, everybody. Cannot beat that view. Incredible. And you know what else? It's bloody cold up here. Amazing. Well, I think we're going to go mosey up to Clingmans Dome. See what it looks like up there. Be back.
Newfound Gap was as breathtaking as ever, especially with the low-lying clouds whiffing around the mountains. However, we weren't done climbing. We were headed up towards Clingmans Dome, where we were likely to live fully into the clouds. And as we turned onto the spur to take us up to Clingmans Dome, that's exactly what happened. It was beautiful.
So this is the view on top of the Clingmans Dome parking lot. Can't see nothing. But it is amazing. Wow. That's the way to the observation tower. The entire area is just wow. So you can definitely tell it's a Monday because I mean, for the Smokies, there's not a lot of people here. I mean, there's people here, but from what we typically see in the Smokies, this is nothing. Wow. So typically you can see forever. Fontana Lake is over there somewhere. Not today. Okay, be back. Okay, so we checked out the visitor center back there. You know, a long time ago, these used to be restrooms. They turned them into a visitor center. That shows you how long I've been coming here. So, it's a bit nippy. And since I originally did not plan to come up here this high today, I didn't bring any warm weather gear. So, we are not going to go up to the tower. We won't be able to see anything from there anyways. The attendants at the visitor center said it's been like this all morning. And I could just hear water just rushing through those woods. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Awesome sound. So we're heading back to the car. And I think that's going to be it for our little Smoky Mountain thing here today. So on top of this awesome site, I'm going to leave you. And y'all like and subscribe. Check us out when our next video posts. And keep your stick on the ice, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Blessed be. We may not have been able to get any views, but the views we did see were just as beautiful and stunning. The spooky vibe it gave to me was soothing. I could have stayed up here all day. As we slowly made our way down the mountains toward Gatlinburg, the scenery transformed again. The clouds lifted, the skies cleared, and the magnificence of the mountains revealed themselves again.
I love it when the Smokies do this. It's like a transformation from one world to another, all in one 15-mile trip. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park is a world all its own, and I feel fortunate to live relatively close. I actually wouldn't mind living closer. So we were off to Gatlinburg to cap off our day. We leave you with more of these amazing views. So from our family to yours, we wish you health and happiness, and we'll see you all out on the trail.